first game with Dub Nation here, come out and get a win. That was an important win for us. We need to continue to build on it. As far as, teams want to see us in the playoffs, I don't know. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to play any team with Steph Curry on it. So that's just me, though. Maybe nobody else cares, but I wouldn't want to.
The Golden State Warriors have been one of the hottest teams as of late. Draymond Green already has very high confidence about that, as shown in the beginning. But the Warriors, they've been legit recently. They have been 7-2 in their past 9 games, and all the talk has been about Stephen Curry, and respectfully so, because he is playing out of his mind. But there have been some key improvements for the Warriors in this stretch, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of their key role players that have made a massive impact, and let's see what the expectations should be for the Warriors in the playoffs. Currently, the Warriors are a decent offensive team, ranked 15th in the league at points per game. But one of their main issues throughout this season has been finding production from players besides Stephen Curry, especially from their bench. Case in point, the Warriors average 113 points a night. Only 36 points come from their bench. That is only 30% of their total scoring average. Relying on your starters to score 70% of the points in a game is not going to be a good recipe to win any game, let alone playoff games. Enter Kelly Oubre. Ironically, earlier in the season, Kelly was very opposed to coming off the bench because he believed his skill set and versatility should be used as a starter rather than being a bench player. But this past month, Kelly sustained a wrist injury, which made him miss games. When he came back, Steve Kerr used him off the bench, and the effect on both Kelly and the Warriors has been extremely noticeable. How's this the case? Well, let's look at the game tape, shall we? In his 3 games off the bench, Kelly has been averaging 18.7 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks per game. Kelly as a starter shoots the ball at only 44% from the field and 32% from 3. Off the bench, 49% from the field and 41% from 3. The fact of the matter is that Kerr is using Kelly's skill set to his advantage by having him play like a star against players that aren't as good as Kelly when coming off the bench. The Warriors have found that player that they can use to not only get production to help Curry, but at the same time, badly address their bench problems. But the thing is, Kelly is only a part of why the Warriors have been playing so well. Another key part? Juan Toscano Anderson. You know you have a team first player on your hands if that player had to get 35 stitches after an injury and was still playing 2 games later. And not only playing, but making a significant impact. In this game that I'm talking about, Toscano had 9 points and 8 rebounds. May not seem that significant, but that's after you realize that Anderson was a plus 29 when he was on the court in only 25 minutes. How can a player be that impactful with a relatively average stat line? Well, Steve Kerr brought light to this question. Toscano's ability to guard multiple positions on the floor, being able to rebound and handle the ball, has truly made him a positionless player. You can play this dude sometimes at the 5, despite being only 6'6". He's that good at being able to play many different positions. But the real scary part with Juan is that he can help the Warriors unlock an amazing positionless lineup with Draymond at the 3, Eric Pascal when he gets healthy at the 4, and then Toscano at the 5. We already know what Draymond can and can't do. Amazing defender, but somewhat limited offensively due to his jump shot. Toscano can not only bring it on the defensive end, but he isn't a liability on offense. Leave him open, you pay. he's shooting 43% from the 3-point line on around 2 attempts a night. A similar situation can be said about Pascal. Pascal is a much better offensive player, but he can hold his own on the defensive end when he's needed to. And the reason I bring up all of this is that it's starting to show that the Warriors have that team that can help Curry. Oubre off the bench destroying opponents, Toscano being a team and hustle guy, Pascal giving the Warriors offensive production, and Draymond Green being Draymond Green. The funniest part about all of this, I didn't even talk about Andrew Wiggins, who can be a major factor for the Warriors going forward. As a result, the Warriors have it clicking at the right time, and considering that their schedule for the rest of the season consists of teams such as the Sacramento Kings and the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's highly likely that they'll get the 7th seed once the play-ins are all finished. So let's take a look at what Warrior fans should expect then. Based on regular season performances, the Warriors would theoretically want to play the Utah Jazz. But in my opinion, the Warriors would likely have their best chance against the Suns. The Suns are a very good team, but the only reason why I believe they should prefer them is because the Suns are a very young team, and very young teams struggle in the beginning when first making it in the playoffs. I'm not saying that the Suns are going to lose. All I'm saying is that if the Warriors do match up with the Suns, it's going to be an interesting matchup to say the least. What do you guys think? Until next time, peace.